The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The earth is mourning and fading away. And we bring this out all the time, but look at the earth. Look at the condition of the earth, especially if you are 70s, 80s, baby, 60s. The earth is gone, man. The quality of life is absolutely done, decimated, man. Okay, you eat anything you eat, you bloat it. The air stinks. Okay, even seeing something as beautiful as an ass, a woman, it's to the point where you see so much of it, you get an attitude.
You got to be desensitized.
You gotta pretty much, if you own any social media platform, you have to train the algorithm to stop sending you a bunch of bullshit. Just everywhere you look, just a woman, she gotta find a way to bounce her ass, show her ass. Some of them, they'll be arguing in mid-argument, they'll just bounce their ass.
Yeah, right.
It's like, what is that gonna do? What does that do for the argument?
Right.
But this is the world we live in. Go ahead. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's just madness, man. This is a frustrating life, man. Okay, and we're getting ready to show you why, according to the scriptures.
Sam, look, you're supposed to be Mrs. Claus. Why you got your booty all out?
No, but Mrs. Claus can have her booty
No,
out.
she can't.
Yes, she
You
can.
disrespecting Santa Claus. Okay, you acting like a ho-ho, and everybody just looking like this guy right here. Gotcha. Yeah. Uh-huh. Naughty. Yeah. Uh-huh. Matter of fact, since you're looking, hold on, baby, can you give him a 360 right here?
All right, Shalom. I got this video titled Vexation of Whoredoms. You heard the elders of GMS Dallas go in, and this was just one example. But before I go further in, as always, I want to give all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Quadash, as well as double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth under, and a shalom to the rest of the elders in Akim around the globe, bringing this word out within sincerity, truth, and diligence. This is a quote I like to bring out a lot. You can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. And the women here in Babylon the Great are dressed scantily clad, dressed like streetwalkers, harlots, prostitutes out here. And this is some folly I pulled off of Snapchat. I think it's some type of, I know it's a channel on Snapchat. It might be some type of TikTok trend, but you got these big booty so-called Cuban harlots pulling up to Walmart with all the cheeks out on display, and then you got this Jake hyping them up and catching, of course, other Jakes watching or peeping. I mean, you see this walk by you, something wrong with you if you don't look. But look how they dress. This is the vexation that the elders were talking about. It's nothing but 24/7 harlotry right in your face. Okay, let me just pull out one more example of this folly that's going around on TikTok and Snapchat that I got this off of.
So, do you think when we go to the North Pole, do you think we're going to be on the naughty list?
Girl, I don't know. I've been good all year long.
You've been good?
I've been very good. What about you?
Girl, I ain't gonna lie. I've been bad. Real bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Red-handed. Naughty. Yeah. See,
Okay, you could tell this is all staged. Dudes walking in front of the camera and they catching it right on cue. But going back to piggybacking off what the beloved elder in the GMS Dallas camp, Yashawanba, was saying is ass is just in your face 24/7. You go to Walmart, go to Target, go to the library, go to the corner store, go to the park, whatever city you in. This is what it is in America, in these Western countries that have taken after the philosophies, the wicked wine of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and it's producing nothing but degenerate whoredom in mass. Once again, to this quote, you can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. And this is what you got here in Babylon the Great America. These just obese whores walking around with their ass and titties out right in front of your face, and prideful. the scriptures speak on a proud look, and these women are as prideful as ever. They are in the apex of their pride. Sirach 36 verse 22, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So when you see a beautiful woman, and every guy got a different preference, but you see a pretty woman, it cheers a man up. That's, nothing a man loves more than a fine female, but what's fucked up is these women have lost their damn minds under the philosophies of the serpent, that it's just poison, and you get tired, deep down, that no matter how fine she is, especially, being in this truth, seeing how she's dressed, it says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty look and eyelashes or eyelids. So you can tell off top what you're dealing with, and you just get sick of it, because it's just gonna be your turn. These women, most of them is not wifeable out here. Okay, so let's speak on the folly that this is, because this is obviously it was staged, but it shows you where we're at in society, that this is actually normal. I really see this every day, all day, no matter where you're at. This is going to be Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, starting at verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. So Esau, he's dug the pit of feminism in as far as this instance, and we are the princes in a low place, and that starts with our women too. Our women, going back to this quote, you can tell the condition of a nation by looking at its women. Well, if you just look at the so-called blacks, Negroes, and Native Americans, we're through. We all the way through, especially the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the more darker, melanated of the tribes, the so-called black tribes. It's straight whoredom is a complete plague out here. And that's why one of the several reasons why we as Israelite men are sitting in a low place. It says, let me pull that. Our women aren't supposed to be whores. We're not supposed to be sodomites out here. Let me pull this now that I mention it. Our women are supposed to be in order, not out in public with their whole cheeks out on display for everyone. Deuteronomy 23 verse 17, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. And this, I believe, is in Miami, Florida, somewhere in South Florida. So these women, they're which would be the tribe of Manasseh. They are so-called Cubans. These are Cuban women, and look at they just pursuing to Amos 7:17. Thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and we know who this fits. So moving on, let's go to the order that in a righteous society, which is what we're praying and striving and laboring for. In a righteous society, we not gonna have this level of degenerate whoredom on display for everyone to see. This is how it should be in a kingdom with righteous rulers, not a wicked demon allowing all this bullshit. This is going to be 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. Let's start at verse 9, speaking on the order that things should be between man and woman, especially Israelite man and woman. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but with becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, in holiness, in sobriety. And why I brought that out, let's go back to verse 9. The women adorn themselves in modest apparel, shamefaced, and in sobriety. These women are not shamefaced and they not modest. This is the complete opposite of modest.
Do you think when we go to the North Pole?
You know what I'm saying? So it shows you what state we're at. And it also going down to verse 14. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived. And she was deceived by who? The serpent. And that same spirit is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's the fleshly serpent. He's the man walking around today, and he done seduced Eve once again with this women's liberation bullshit. But the scriptures clearly tell you to not give these women liberty to gad abroad, to go out in public and do whatever they may please. And there are still cultures that in the Western Asia, known as the Middle East, that still try to abide by that before, Esau, if he gets enough time, tries to destroy that too. He that's one of the ways his tactics is, if he can't get you the man, he's going to try to go after your women. And there are several nations around the globe right now that followed after the westernized philosophies, and now they women have become backstabbing harlots, like over here in Babylon the Great America. Sirach 25, start at verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. There's another one, I think, in the next chapter. Let's pull this up. It says abuse, because what she does is she abused herself through overmuch liberty. Salakia, I forgot about this one too. Kant, this is the next chapter over. Sirach 26 verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And these women, I've seen this pop up on Snapchat, some type of Snapchat, TikTok trend, whatever. So I looked them up, try to see who they was in the comments, and these are some OnlyFans hoes on top of that. So not only do they gotta flex for the gram, flex on Snapchat and TikTok, they cashing out through OnlyFans too. They are abusing themselves through overmuch liberty. Okay, and they stack them high body counts up while they're young and pretty, but what they're doing is they're becoming uncompatible. And this is why you have a complete total destruction and breakdown of the family structure and confusion of the genders and gender roles. It gets worse and worse each generation, and it speaks on this as well. Leviticus 19 verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. And that before I came into the truth, I always used to say these leggings, these whatever the hell you call them, these yoga pants should be illegal, because this you just begging men to thirst and lust after you, and you can see everything with these yoga pants. This shit should be illegal. But going back to what was it, the First Timothy, these women should be addressed and adorned in modest apparel. This is the complete opposite. This is the furthest thing from modest. These are straight prostitutes. You're gonna see this on the hoe stroll up on the blade. Okay, you can't. It's so wicked. It done got so wicked here in Babylon the Great America, you can't tell the difference between so-called what you would perceive to be a normal woman and a harlot, a prostitute. There's no difference. They look, act, and walk with the same crowd and have the same mindset and philosophies. Let's close out on this. Speaking on going back, the beloved elder put it in my spirit to do this lesson, Elder Yashawanba in the GMS Dallas Akim, that this shit is vexing. You see these prideful harlots, in their little prostitute uniforms every day, is going to weigh on your spirit. One of the many things as Israelite men we should be vexed about in this captivity. Closing off, Ecclesiastes 2 verse 17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And once again, these people walking through this type of folly, even though this is just an act, but it really shows you society, where society's at, that this shit can be found cute and funny. In the ancient world, these women get put straight to death for even daring to come out. And in this clip, he mentions real quick, I forgot, why you disrespecting Santa Claus? You can't have your booty all out. He said that. Let me pull. Yeah, you're supposed to be Mrs. Claus. You got your booty all out. Why you got your booty all out? And then of course Eve, she can have her booty out, but that, you know, even though this is folly, no. Going back to 1 Timothy, these women, they know through the Spirit that they're supposed to be dressed in modest apparel. Having the cheeks all out at the grocery store is not the way to go. It's just going to lead to a nation, society, and future generations of little bastard fatherless sons and future prostitute daughters. But this is under the rulership of Esau, Edom, and Eve, a match made in hell. Lord willing, we be up out of here soon. I hope this is edifying. Shalom.